Up to what is now 20 minutes away from 1 o'clock, 5 people have, beg your pardon, 3 people linked to Bosasa have made a brief appearance in the Specialized Commercial Crimes Court today. My colleague, it's Erin Bates, has been following that for us over in Pretoria. She joins us now on the line. You're going to see a picture of what we're expecting to be a briefing in a moment. In fact, I think they have started. Erin, hello to you. Tell us about those who appeared in court before this briefing starts.
Yes, Gareth, we're live outside the Commercial Crimes Court here in Pretoria, where 3 men appeared on the stand. We're going to start with Brigadier Hangwani Mulaudzi from the Hawks. We also have Pindilo Mjonondwane here from the NPA. Brigadier, please tell us who appeared, what charges, and what now?
Well, we have 5 suspects that appeared.
Only 3 were on
No,
the
5.
stand.
There were 5. We've got 2 charge sheets, separate charge sheets. Mr. Greasy, Mr. Foster, Mr. Van Tonder. The other 2, I just forgot their names.
Is one of them Patrick Gillingham from...
Yeah, Mr. Gillingham. And we also have 3 entities.
Mr.
Foster. And we also have 3 entities, 3 companies that have also been arrested. So, of course, we're talking about 8. Based on the appearance today.
Thank you, Brigadier. Just to confirm, those 3 entities, is it African Global Operations, which was formerly known as Bosasa, Sondolo IT, and Pezulu Fencing?
Those are the 3 companies, yes.
And what exactly are the charges and why 2 dockets?
Well, it's based on investigations. So we have 2 charge sheets because of the fact that we felt that it was necessary to separate the 2. It's because of investigation. Yeah, but I think the NPA can be able to give further information on that. But that does not necessarily mean that they are not connected. They are all connected into one thing, but based on the legal aspects, the NPA can be able to give more information on that.
Thank you. The Hawks have acted very decisively now, even though we know the SIU report was finalized in 2009. Why the delay?
No, well, look, there has been a lot of issues that were raised, and I think there are administrative matters that we also raised.
Political interference?
No political interference at all that we picked up, but what we can say is that those issues were dealt with, and that is why we are here. And I think the country can take into confidence the fact that we take these matters very seriously, and I think there's still more that is still going to come out of this.
Talking about more, Brigadier, many people want to know why politically exposed persons, politicians, people close to the top echelons of government, Dudu Myeni, Minister Nombula Mokonyane, Gwede Mantashe, and the like, haven't been charged. What's your response?
Look, the investigations are still going to go on. If there is any chance of any person being fingered, we are not afraid to take action against them. So let's give this opportunity. Let's give the investigation an opportunity, and then once everything is done, we'll then make an announcement as we are doing today.
Thank you, Brigadier. My last question for you is simply why Gavin Watson was not in front of the Commercial Crimes Court today.
Well, he's not part of the accused, so
how
that's
can that be?
No. Well, it's based on what we have now, and I think that's what I'm saying. Let's give the investigation a chance. Then we'll be able to know whether he can be added on.
Have you seen the video of him holding wads of cash?
No. Look, we have seen those things. We have seen those things, but let's not drag this issue as something that we won't be able to do. We'll deal with those things.
Thank you, Brigadier. Thank you for your time.
And then just from me, aren't you afraid that because you arrested these people who testified in the Zondo Commission that it might jeopardize the Commission by other people not coming forward, being afraid that they're going to be arrested?
Not at all. We're still encouraging people to go forward.
But they know they're going to be arrested.
How can they be arrested? How can you be arrested? No. The issue is that we want this commission to go forward. This investigation has been ongoing for a very long time. It was supposed to, because it was going to happen any day. So, in terms of other matters, we will have to speak to the commission, but at the end of the day, we still encourage people, those whistleblowers that have information, we encourage them to go forward, and let's clean the system. That's what we want. We want to clean the system to make sure that this country must not be seen as corrupt. And that is why we're saying that anyone who's got any information, they are more than welcome to go to the NPA. They are more than welcome to come to us, any board or any law enforcement agency, so that we can be able to deal with these matters.
Brigadier, 20,000 rand. I think a lot of South Africans think the accused actually slipped away. Your comment?
No. The guys have been the accused. They have cooperated with us, and I think they have. That's why we felt that there was no need for us to even oppose bail. You have heard that in court that we've got their passports, and I think it's something that we believe everybody has got a right, to bail. So I don't think it's a problem at all.
Brigadier Carl Count from News 24. Brigadier, three questions. Can you confirm that former Commissioner Linda Mtia has been arrested and is being transported up to Gauteng now to be charged? Secondly, can you confirm that this is the same case from 2010 that has been dragging on for all these years? And thirdly, I think it's important that we understand why now? Why today? What was the motivation behind making these arrests today, not last week or the week before?
We have never made any statement about anybody. We only issued a statement naming the number of people that have been arrested. So, Mr. Linda Mtia, I don't know where it's coming from. If there's anyone who's going to be arrested, we will make that public. We're not afraid to do that. So we don't want to incriminate ourselves, in terms of or in this investigation. Secondly, why now? Well, it's based on investigations. I mean, we made it public last year in December, if not November, to say that the investigation has been completed.
After 8 years?
But there are cases that can take up to 15 years. It doesn't matter. There's no time frame in any investigation, and that's why I'm saying we had to give an NPA a chance to go through the charge sheet, and that's why we are here. And I think we should all be happy that at least something is being done, and it does not necessarily mean that this is the end of it. Like you said, you're asking us here now, because there are other people that are being mentioned. Those are the things that we still have to look at. So that is still ongoing. And I think my colleague from the MPA can also add on some of the matters that we are raising as well.
Brigadier, just one more thing before we close off with you, and thank you for your time. This is important for South Africans around the country. Are you saying Linda Mtia is not being arrested in relation to these two dockets?
I never said, we never mentioned any name. That's why I want to keep it that way. Until such time when we make an arrest, we will be able to make it public. For now, we don't want to incriminate ourselves.
It was said in court.
Well, I don't want to get into those things. Maybe the NPA can also...
All right. Unfortunately, we lose the connection through to the Commercial Crimes Court in Pretoria. My colleague Erin Bates speaking to the Hawks. Just to remind you, I'm sure Erin would have done this if we were able to stay with her. The Hawks confirming that 5 people have now appeared in court, also and 3 entities. To remind you of the big names of which we know have appeared in court. I think my team are telling me we can go back, but very quickly, former CFO of Bosasa, Patrick Gillingham, Bosasa official Andries van Tonda, and former COO Angelo Agrizi. But we're back. Let's go back to the Commercial Crimes Court.
Subsection 4 of the Criminal Procedure Act, grounds A to E, for example, is a person a flight risk. If we believe that a person is not a flight risk, they are not going to tamper with any investigation or interfere with state witnesses. If we are convinced that their release on bail would not undermine public order, then we have no reasons to really oppose bail. So bail is just set to ensure the appearance of a person in court, but it is not to be used as a punitive measure. So where we don't have grounds to oppose bail as the state, we won't be doing so.
In short, can you just maybe give us the conditions?
The only condition at this stage is that they hand over their traveling documents to the state, which will simply imply that whenever they need to use such traveling documents, they must do it in writing, inform the investigating officer, and then get permission to use such traveling documents. But immediately after use of such documents, then they must be handed back to the state.
So is it like with Varun Gupta? It's not that Angelo Agrizi can't go on his fishing trip to Italy, but if he wants to do so, he has to speak to the investigating officer, negotiate, and the authorities will decide.
That is correct. There's no ruling in court that was made that bars them from traveling. So the agreement is that whenever they need to travel, they need to get permission from the investigating officer. They must inform the state in writing and get approval in writing for them to do so. And immediately after their return, they must then submit those documents back to the state.
Thank you.
Sorry, Bindi, I just want to find out, when was the decision taken to prosecute? When were the charges authorized?
and who took it? Was it the DPP in North Gauteng, African Zinyati? Yeah, who took the decision?
Well, remember that this is a case that is handled by the Specialized Commercial Crimes Court, the Specialized Commercial Crimes Unit, and therefore the head, they obviously need to authorize such charges. But what we can inform you is that the J50 warrant of arrest were issued on Monday for the Hawks to effect the arrests.
This comes in the wake of a new NDPP, and a lot of people are looking to her to see how she's going to manage the National Prosecuting Authority. What's your comment on this very public, very dramatic appearance in court in the light of Advocate Latoya's arrival?
Okay, well, our new National Director of Public Prosecution has made it very clear that where elements of criminality are detected, where there are people who can be held liable, no matter their social standing, no matter whether they are rich or poor, everyone will be treated equally in the eyes of the law, and this is proof thereof.
Finally, from me, from News 24, Penny, what do you have to say to people who are now claiming that this move will actually dissuade Mr. Agritzi van Tonder and Forster from giving further evidence before the State Capture Commission? These are parallel processes, they're difficult to manage at the best of times. But we have the situation now where it could be seen that these people are now being hounded into court and, being arrested because people want to stop them from giving that explosive evidence. What is your take on that?
Well, this is a criminal process. Remember that the inquiry seeks to establish facts. So this is a criminal process, and the prosecutors felt that they are ready to take this matter to court. And already the process of the inquiry as well is let me say that they have already given their evidence to the inquiry, though they might still be called again for cross-examination and stuff like that. But with the readiness of bringing the matter to court, the prosecutors felt that this is the right timing, they can be brought before court.
When's the next appearance?
The matter has been postponed to the 27th of, both matters have been postponed to the 27th of March.
We'll see you then.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you both for your time.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Welcome.